So I have this idea to deal with my window issue. Really, it's a welding issue. In the meantime, what I'm thinking about doing is just cutting up a piece of wood that is the exact shape of the window and putting the wood in place of the window until I can get my welding skills up, which right now are 0. So anything I do will be an improvement. But yeah, I'm just gonna put this to cover up the hole, and then I can actually drive my bus instead of just sitting there while I don't learn how to weld. So yeah, I'm just gonna trace this out. My carpenter pencil here, or construction pencil, and see what happens. A lot of blades here. These are all the wood fast or clean cuts. There's the finished product. Like I said, I need to clean up a couple spots, but other than that, that's it. And then just sand all the edges down. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna paint it or cover it with some material. Originally, this side is usually covered with material anyways, and then you have the glass over it. But this is looking through the glass, you see the inside of the back side of the cabinet. So I think they usually just keep the curtains closed and you don't see anything. So what I'm gonna do is actually cover this with the material. It's kind of faux pas thing going on. Anyways, that's that. Next, I want to move on to this window, and I'm gonna have to clear all this crap out. Look at this. I was using it as a storage. And take off this curtain rod so I can get a clear look at what's going on here. I don't even know if that's the way it mounts or what. Actually, I don't think it is, because I don't know. There isn't even a curtain here, because there's supposed to be a cabinet, but there actually is a curtain that goes in between the cabinet and the glass. I just don't know how it installs. There are buttons right here too. I don't know what those buttons are for. If those are original, let me know. So what I was thinking, it was putting the wood on from this side, or from the outside, and putting some wood on the inside to brace it in place. And maybe I could use this lip to hold it. But then I might end up bending that lip, so I'm gonna think about it. Alright, since I don't have any help, I made my own help. I needed somebody to hold that 2x4 or 2x3 in place as I drill it and screw it in from this side. Just gotta do the same thing for the one on the back. Alright, we're on the home stretch. So I should be able to drive without the wind blowing in. There's gaps all the way around it, but I'll take it for a test drive and see how it feels. I put the wooden window. I might paint it. I didn't even sand those edges. You see, I just was in such a hurry to get it on. Just threw that puppy on there. Boom. I think I'm gonna use material to cover it. The material that I'm gonna use to make some curtains with. You can see I made these curtains like, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, and they're actually still hanging in there. Very ugly. I cleaned out the bus right now, so you can see the inside nice and clean. I didn't clean it, I just swept basically. There's a missing cabinet that goes right here. As everybody knows, this is what the inside of the window looks like. And yeah, so I got a lot of work to do. I have a bunch of holes that I want to, I'm just going to put silicone on them for right now, just to plug them up. Maybe I'll use clear silicone, but the previous owner had a carpet in the entire bus and he held it down with screws. So there's all these holes from self-tappers, I guess, all the way along the edge here. It's just terrible. So all the fumes from the engine bay just come right into the bus. So I'm thinking about just filling them, like I said, with silicone, just to cap them off. There's some bigger holes here. I'm gonna get some caps for that, but just to seal these up, keep the fumes out of the inside of the bus. And then eventually I will weld these closed once I learn how to weld better, or once I learn how to weld, period, because I don't know how to weld yet at all. Unfortunately, when I do that, it is going to mess up this patina paint that's in here, and you can tell the inside actually has really good patina still. Paint is just in really good condition. Maybe if I weld it from the bottom side up, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that, but yeah. For now, silicone. I wouldn't mind getting the head knocker that goes up here. That will cover up the mechanism for the window hatch. It's exposed right now, unless there's something else that can go in here. I'm not sure. There's also these buttons that are everywhere, all along the top. I don't know if those are stock. Some of them are installed with rivets, so I'm assuming that they're stock, but some are installed with screws. I was trying to figure out if this is the original curtain rod. I think it is, but I'm not sure. It doesn't look stock. It looks like somebody just cut that, threw it on there. There's a spring on the bottom. So I need to find somebody that has a bus that's in OG condition, that I can kind of figure out what's supposed to be in here. Technically, I could just use those buttons to put the curtains on, but then you wouldn't be able to slide them. You would just be button them, keep them buttoned. So we'll see what I end up doing. Kind of like the idea of buttons, but I don't have a button machine to install buttons on fabric. Anyways, that's what's up with the bus for right now. I actually found this at a junkyard one time, when they used to have junkyards in San Diego. There was a bay window. I didn't know shit back then, and I saw that and I was like, that looks like it's in good condition and it's original. Let me take this home. But it had a full interior. I should have went home, got my tools, and came right back, but back then I didn't know how much things were worth. So I actually did get the table, so actually maybe I'll install the table. I got the table off the Samba. Never had the table for this bus. I've had it for like 25 something years. So yep, that's what's up. I do have some new seals for this that go replace this. I also have the vent window. Somebody took out the vent window and just glued the window shut. So that's something else I got to do. I have that part, but that's it for now.